The scene was nothing short of extraordinary. At a major U.S. international airport, a sudden surge of security forces caused passengers to freeze in confusion as dozens of bodyguards stormed into position. At the center of this unprecedented operation stood one man, Jungkook of BTS. His unexpected return flight to Korea instantly turned the terminal into a global spotlight, igniting questions that continue to spread across fan communities and international media circles. Why was such an extraordinary level of security deployed for a single artist? And what does it reveal about the intensity surrounding Jungkook's every public move? Eyewitnesses report that the moment Jungkook appeared, the terminal atmosphere shifted. The usual chatter of travelers died down, replaced by a mix of screams, gasps, and the clicking of hundreds of camera shutters. Security barriers were erected within seconds, creating a human shield around the singer. The number of bodyguards was staggering, far beyond the standard celebrity escort, and their precision in handling the crowd hinted at a carefully planned operation that had been rehearsed long before Jungkook even arrived at the airport. Those present described the security detail as operating with military-level coordination. Passengers were instructed to step back, corridors were cleared, and staff worked at full speed to ensure no breach of safety occurred. Some fans reportedly had been camping near the terminal since dawn, hoping to catch a glimpse of Jungkook after weeks of speculation about his schedule. What they encountered instead was an intense and almost surreal moment, with ARMY chanting his name while simultaneously being pushed back by security teams who seemed determined to keep the singer moving without delay. What made this moment even more dramatic was Jungkook's own demeanor. Dressed in an understated yet sharp outfit, a black cap pulled low, a dark jacket, and minimal accessories, he walked swiftly but paused several times to wave politely toward fans. His gestures, though brief, ignited another wave of screams and tears from the crowd, proving once again how powerful his presence is, even when hidden behind sunglasses and masks. Observers noted that despite the overwhelming security, Jungkook maintained a calm expression, never breaking composure as he was ushered toward the departure gates. Industry analysts suggest that this level of protection is not merely about celebrity management, but also a reflection of Jungkook's current position as one of the most in-demand artists in the world. His recent public appearances have drawn massive crowds, sometimes spilling beyond controlled areas, prompting concerns about safety for both the star and the public. The United States airport incident seems to be the clearest evidence yet that his team is taking no chances, not after several recent episodes where fans reportedly managed to breach restricted areas to get closer to him. The spectacle also sparked debate online. Some fans praised the decision to deploy so many guards, saying it was necessary to protect Jungkook from the chaos that usually erupts when his location becomes public. Others expressed disappointment, feeling that such heavy security created an emotional distance between Jungkook and ARMY, many of whom had waited for hours in hopes of a closer interaction. Social media posts quickly went viral, with photos of the massive security wall dominating timelines worldwide. Meanwhile, the timing of his flight only added to the speculation. Why was Jungkook suddenly flying back to Korea after a highly publicized stay in the US? Some observers believe this might be linked to an upcoming major event in Seoul, while others wonder if new music, brand commitments, or even an unexpected collaboration might be on the horizon. Every movement of the singer is now under microscopic analysis, with fans dissecting even the smallest clue, from the luggage he carried to the exact time of his departure. Airport staff later revealed that this was one of the most intense celebrity security operations they had ever witnessed. The route from the vehicle drop-off zone to the boarding gate was cleared minutes before Jungkook's arrival. Multiple plainclothes personnel blended with the crowd, scanning for potential risks, while additional reinforcements were stationed near check-in counters and security checkpoints. Even passengers not connected to the event reportedly took out their phones to document the surreal moment, realizing they were witnessing a piece of pop culture history unfold in real time. The departure gate itself became a flashpoint of emotion. As Jungkook finally passed through the final security point, a section of fans broke down in tears, shouting messages of support in both Korean and English. Some threw gifts and letters toward the barricade, hoping they would reach him before he disappeared into the restricted area. In one particularly striking moment, Jungkook briefly turned around and bowed deeply before stepping forward, a gesture that electrified the crowd and instantly trended online. Experts note that such events highlight the increasing challenges of balancing accessibility and security for global icons like Jungkook. The fan-artist relationship is deeply emotional, with ARMY investing not just money but enormous amounts of time and energy to show their love. However, incidents like this also serve as a reminder of the risks posed by uncontrolled gatherings, especially when locations are leaked in real time through social media. The decision to surround Jungkook with dozens of guards may have been the only way to prevent potential harm in such a volatile environment. In the hours after his departure, social media platforms were flooded with photos, clips, and first-hand accounts. Hashtags related to the incident trended worldwide within minutes. Fans exchanged theories about Jungkook's next destination after landing in Korea, with some speculating that he might immediately enter rehearsal sessions for an upcoming stage performance. Others suggested that the return might be tied to personal commitments, though no official details have been confirmed. The event also reignited discussions about parasocial dynamics and celebrity privacy. Analysts point out that Jungkook's level of fame means he can rarely travel without causing disruptions. The very presence of so many fans at the airport, despite no official announcement, shows how quickly information spreads in the digital age and why unprecedented security measures are now standard for figures like him. As the flight finally took off, cameras captured one last image of Jungkook sitting by the window, his face partially turned toward the runway lights. It was a fleeting but powerful moment, symbolizing both the connection and the distance between the artist and his fans. For ARMY, this was not just a departure. It was the beginning of another countdown, another wave of speculation, another cycle of emotional anticipation as they wait for his next appearance. This incident has already been marked as one of the most talked about airport moments of the year, cementing Jungkook's status as a figure who commands global attention wherever he goes. The combination of drama, mystery, and emotional intensity surrounding his flight has ensured that this story will not fade quickly from public memory. For now, one thing is clear: Jungkook's influence has reached a point where even the act of boarding a plane becomes an international event. The airport may have returned to its usual rhythm, but the echo of that day, the screams, the flashing lights, the coordinated movements of dozens of guards, remains etched in the minds of those who were there.